Some moments in history feel too perfect to be real.
Some moments in history are so strange. They make you wonder if reality is actually real. From a book that predicted the Titanic disaster to identical twins who lived the same life without knowing it, these are 7 real coincidences that will make you question everything you know about the universe. Let's dive in. In 1898, author Morgan Robertson wrote a novel called Futility, The Wreck of the Titan. The story? About a massive luxury ship that was called Titan. It was the largest vessel ever built, described as unsinkable. In the novel, the ship hits an iceberg in the North Atlantic and sinks. With not enough lifeboats for everyone, 14 years later, in 1912, the real Titanic set sail, and every detail matched Robertson's fiction. Same route, same kind of ship, same cause of death. Did he predict the future? Or was it just the scariest coincidence ever? Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John F. Kennedy, 1960. Both were assassinated on a Friday. Both were shot in the head. And both were succeeded by men named Johnson. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy, and she warned him not to go to the theater. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln, and she warned him not to go to Dallas. Even their assassins had 3 names, John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald, and both were killed before their trials. History doesn't repeat itself, they say, but this comes awfully close. In 1914, a soldier named John Smith died on the battlefield in Belgium during World War I. 20 years later, his brother was stationed in the exact same spot during World War II. On the same date, June 15th, he was killed in combat on the same piece of land where his brother had fallen decades earlier. What are the odds of 2 brothers dying in the same war zone on the same date, 20 years apart? Sometimes, destiny has a dark sense of humor. Mark Twain was born in 1835, the same year Halley's Comet appeared in the sky. He once said, "I came in with Halley's Comet, and I expect to go out with it." Sure enough, in 1910, when the comet made its next pass by Earth, Twain died the very next day. Maybe he was joking, or maybe he just knew. In Ohio, a pair of identical twins were separated at birth and adopted by different families. They grew up not knowing each other existed. Both were named James. Both grew up to become police officers. Both married women named Linda, divorced, and remarried women named Betty. Both had sons named James Allen, and even their dogs, both named Toy. When they finally met at age 39, they realized they'd been living nearly identical lives. Coincidence, or something deeper that connects us all? In 1883, a man in Texas was shot but survived. The bullet remained lodged in his body for years. Then, one night during a bar fight, someone punched him hard, right where the bullet was. It dislodged the bullet, which traveled into his heart and killed him instantly. The puncher was charged with no crime, because technically the bullet was fired years earlier. So who killed him? The man who pulled the trigger years ago, or fate. In 1838, Edgar Allan Poe wrote a novel called The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym. In it, 4 shipwreck survivors are stranded at sea. To stay alive, they resort to cannibalism, and the man they eat is named Richard Parker. 46 years later, in 1884, a real ship called the Mignonette sank. 4 men survived in a lifeboat, and after days without food, they killed and ate the cabin boy. His name? Richard Parker. No one could explain it. Not then, not now. Whether you believe in fate, parallel universes, or pure chance, these stories remind us that life is far stranger than fiction. Maybe the universe is woven together by invisible threads. Maybe some moments are destined to repeat. Or maybe we just haven't understood how reality really works. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe and join me every day for the deepest facts about the world you thought you knew. This is Deep Facts Every Day.
Some moments in history feel too perfect to be real.